I was home in my living room watching TV with my husband, and I had this feeling, I can't even describe it, but just a feeling that something was wrong. And I said to my husband, something's wrong. But I could hear what I said was not what I intended to say. It was something different. And then I sat up and said, I can't talk. I can't talk. And after about the 5th time of saying I can't talk, I could talk. I could hear that what I intended to say was what I actually said. And my husband came over and said, well, let's stand you up. So he stood me up just to make sure I was stable and not wobbly. I was fine. And I said, so let's go back and watch our movie. I feel fine. I don't know what that was. And he said, no, I don't think so. I think we should take you over to the hospital and let them check you out. And so we headed over to Beaumont and gave them our symptoms, and they immediately took me to the back. And after the CAT scan, they came in and said, we see a mass on your brain. And Dr. Junn showed up and explained to me that it was a tumor on my brain.
So on, healthy woman before, and on examination, she had no deficits. She's perfectly normal. And the MRI now demonstrates she has a lesion, which is a tumor, pressing on the speech center of the brain called Broca's area. And so it makes sense with the type of problem that she had.
It was in the front left lobe. It was where it could and did impact my speech, and that I would have to have surgery.
So the tumor appeared to be benign, but in a bad location. And the fact that she was having symptoms, which is speech, which makes sense with the location of the lesion. So it's something that should be addressed. If you wait, tumors grow and makes surgery more difficult, especially in an eloquent or sensitive area of the brain. So we proposed craniotomy to remove the tumor, and she underwent craniotomy without any difficulties. And postoperatively, she had no deficits.
The surgery entailed them shaving the left side of my head. They cut a square out of your skull where the tumor is located, and they go in and extract it, and then they put the piece back on and screw it back to your head and stitch you up. Sunday, I was up and out of bed after the surgery. By Monday, I was disconnected from everything and using the bathroom by myself and walking around the floor and trying to get some exercise and rebuild up my stamina. I never had any pain from the surgery other than a couple of random headaches, which I guess is normal.
Most meningiomas at her size in a different location, so a not sensitive area of the brain, one wouldn't even know. And so we often discovers other ways. So if in a sensitive area of the brain, it shows up as an issue. So speech in her case, other people have numbness or tingling, or other people have weakness, depending on where it is. Now, if it's in a non-sensitive area of the brain, it could reach a size of orange before it shows up as now pressure problem, where you get dull headaches and they get little alteration in personality or a little withdrawn, that type of features. So normally people wouldn't think of it as something's wrong with them, that you're getting older and people kind of act weird way, and so that's often attributed that way until they no longer take care of themselves and you see them, they got a giant tumor. In her scenario, probably never have issues again because we removed the tumor as well as margin. And so in that case, the recurrence rate is extremely low, under 5% for 20 years.
I was blessed. I was blessed with, the prayers of friends and family. I was blessed by the man upstairs. I was blessed to have a wonderful physician from the Michigan Head and Spine Institute and Dr. Junn and all of his colleagues that were there in the operating room that day. And I can't be anything but grateful and thankful that, I'm here today talking about my experience and hoping that it helps somebody else.